They told me you can't do that here, Beanie. It might sound good in one of your books, but this is a construction site. You can't build a learning environment here. But I didn't start with a touchy-feely feel-good program or some poster. It started with a shelf. One shelf, a few books, a marble, a cricket ball, and a football. That's how you build a learning environment. Not with noise, but with signals. Signals that say, we improve here and we think here. We actually give a about getting better together. Human beings don't just need motivation. They need a purpose, autonomy, and a shot at mastery. When you build that into your environment, your team will grow and they will improve. And what happens next is they start to own the change with you. You want to build your culture? Start with a shelf.
And if you want to run a live at the right time, get the time right. So I thought I put midday in and I put 10 o'clock in. Anyway, let's crack into this. Back to basics. Melbourne Storm, we played that video yesterday, and old bellyache Cam Smith actually was talking about when they lost 5 on the trot years ago, and they went back to basics to get back on track, and they didn't lose again for the rest of the season. Only do be doing the same thing again right now. Hold the ball. Complete your sets of 6. Make your tackles. All right? In construction, back to basics is track your progress. Separate signals from a noise. I told a little story yesterday about first thing I did on the Cool and Tell project was started writing our daily EV, which was way below, was less than half of what we needed. Up on the board every day. There's a saying at Alcoholics Anonymous, not that I've been. All progress begins with the truth. What we're going to build is a tool that'll do 30-day debriefs. We're going to do it. I'm going to start the planning process right now. I'm actually going to build it live inside school. Okay? Most teams couldn't tell you whether they've improved. They're going tracking up, going down, or going sideways. They give you a feeling. Yeah, I think we're going all right. Not facts, not data, not a number. That's the gap that we're going to fix today live. All right, let's kick off with, this is behind the scenes. So you're seeing all my dirty little secrets here. What we're going to do is kick off with Claude. We have a video from Taki Moore that I want him to, I've actually got Claude. This is why that image is up on this post. Half Beanie, half cyborg, or whatever you want to call it. If you're not learning to use AI, you're getting left behind. And getting left behind very quickly. I was talking to a lad just this week, and he's only in his early 30s, and he goes, Beanie, I feel like a dinosaur, and I'm not that old. He's 100% right. If you're not keeping pace with what's going on, what I'm building now, 12 months ago, not even 12 months ago, I was working with a team of data scientists, and one of them told me what I wanted to build was a moonshot. Won't happen, Beanie. We might build something that looks slightly like it, but the technology ain't at that point yet. It's already, I could do it all inside Claude. Right, so here we go. We're going to give Claude, we go over here. I'm using an AI called Whisperflow I don't type, hate typing. So I give Claude a command to start this off. Hey Claude, this is what we're going to run here is a planning session. So you've got the Afterburner planning booklet there, okay? So you should be able to tell me what's best practice for this. I want you to tell me before we start, there's 6 steps that we need to go through. Confirm what you know, that you know what the 6 steps are. Confirm where Goldrat's Verify full kit would fit in. As soon as you've told me that and we're both on the same page and we're ready to go, then I'll start feeding you what the actual objective is for this. I hit the button early. Right. What's Claude doing at the minute? I don't know. He's combobulating or something, ludicating. Reading after mission, burner mission planning workbook. See the afterburner mission planning workbook PDF, but I can't read it. PDF rendering needs Poplar installed and it's not available. This is what I know. Objective, threats and opportunities, resources, lessons learned. When's that PDF thing likely to get fixed? We've never had that issue before. Just doing stuff. If you can't, I could read it to him. It's not going to fix itself. Poplar isn't installed in this machine at all. The homebrew isn't either. Okay, so my question is, which you didn't answer, maybe I didn't ask it clearly enough. You have read PDFs before. What has changed so that all of a sudden we can't do it today? Why can we not read the PDF when you've done it before? Little hiccup straight up. Gotta love technology. Honest answer, I don't know. I don't have any memory of previous sessions at the tool level. I could see what's installed then versus now. Neither is homebrew. But the environment today is missing the dependency. Do you want to fix it now? Fix it now. You shouldn't even be asking me this question. You need to go back and redo your MD. We have locked in there. We do not create workarounds. We fix, stop and fix what's annoying us. So it has a file in there which has a list of rules and it learns as it goes, which is exactly what I'm getting it to do right now. So next time, it shouldn't ask me that question again. Do you want me to do a workaround? Because I don't do workarounds. Something's annoying us, we stop and we fix it. This is why you don't build things live. Needs sudo, that means required terminal. That's it, come back when it's done, I'll read the PDF. It's fixing that at the minute. Doing the code in itself. I can't code. Can't spell code. Memory updated. Run those two commands on the terminal and come back. We'll pick up straight up where you left off. So you're good to read the PDF now? The afterburner planning PDF? Mission planning? I don't care how you do it. Just set yourself up so you can read a PDF. Never ever had this issue before. This is the fun of working with AI. This is why most people don't get anywhere with it. First hurdle that they hit like this, a little bit of friction, they stop. Learning to use these things is not a nice to have. It's an absolute must. All right, Got it. Full workbook read. Here are the confirmed steps. See, if we'd have just pushed that off, next time I come back and try to get it read a PDF, we'd have been back to the same thing and messing around and creating a workaround. See the signal? Stop, and we fix it. Determine mission objective, identify threats and opportunities, identify available resources, debrief actions and lessons learned, develop course of action, includes the red team, plan for contingencies, followed by XGAT. On gold racks, verify full kit. Those terms don't appear in this workbook. The workbook is a go, no-go decision matrix. Where are these coming from? What is going on here? You should know what Eli Goldrat rules of flow is. We've been through this so many times now. Why has this been lost in context of what we're doing? So verify full kit is one of the 9 rules of flow. You should be able to make a quick assessment and go, this is the point in this flex process, the planning process, where we implement verify full kit. You keep teaching it. Although I'm very surprised that it didn't pick up what I was putting down here. Should have been all over it. This is way more powerful than ChatGPT, by the way, too. So it takes a little bit longer because it's thinking and doing things. But the beauty of this is you set it up and you let it go and it does it. You're right, Eli Goldrat's rule flows, I know it. Verify full kit, don't start work until you have everything you need to complete it. Starting with a full kit creates works in pro, blocks flow and wastes the constraint. In the afterburner flex planning process, it sits at step 3. Right, done. I'm saving this now so we don't lose it again. It's learning. Okay, so I'm going to give you a link to a video by Taki Moore, which talks about lead magnets are dead and why he creates micro magnets or a splinter instead. So the splinter that we want to create, this is a little bit long-winded, but we'll get to, you'll help me create the objective, is I want to give a tool that people can use to run the ORCA process through Claude, and then it will, using live artifacts, show their progress. Okay, so pull the transcript on the video, have a read through it. The objective is to build that so that I can use it to get, I need to get 5 people into the Catalyst Academy program this month. All right, so I'm going to go. I have trained it. And now we'll see if it better not forget this. To go, and whenever I put a YouTube video, I don't go and watch a YouTube tutorial anymore. I'm going to go and watch it. Okay, and I go, yeah, I need to do that. Throw the transcript straight into this. This is my EA, my executive assistant. Maybe I'm not, I know, I am in Beanie's EA. My executive assistant, I'll give it a YouTube transcript, so go and pull this and tell me what we should be implementing from this, see if it lines up with what I'm thinking, then we create a plan. It does most of the planning forward. The reason most people don't plan is because planning involves thinking. Most people don't want to think. So it's pulled the transcript straight, so it's already created a process for doing that, which is good. We don't have to mess around with that again. That was something I had to stop and fix, because it would go and pull a transcript one time and then it'd come back and tell me the next time you can't do it. And I'd argue with it. So you did it last time, how come we can do it this time? So I'd go away and I'd find hack around. So what we did in the end was gave it a rule, so it goes into the MD file. Every time I post a YouTube link in there, it goes, oh, Benny wants a transcript, and it runs off and pulls the transcript. Got it, full transcript read. Here's what Taki is saying that matters what you're building. Splinter, one tiny painful problem, not the whole framework. Cool. Cheat code, something they can use to get a result from in minutes, not learn from. They can do that. Snap, no threat, no hassle, no gap, hot and fast. The Micromagnet is the movie trailer. Catalyst Academy is the movie. Your splinter is clear. Construction operators have a debrief in their head after every shift, but no structured way to surface the root cause and get to an action. It sits unresolved and the job drifts. Your cheat code, a Claude-powered ORCA tool. They input what happened. Claude walks them through the ORCA process. Live artifact, structured output they can see building in real time, done in under 10 minutes. Call to action is baked in. If this is how one debrief runs, imagine how your whole team doing this every day. That's the Catalyst Academy. It's done a pitch and everything. Draft mission for step 1. By May 30, 2026, generate 5 Catalyst Academy enrollments by launching an ORCA in Claude micro tool deployed to a targeted list of qualified operators that delivers a live structured debrief output in under 10 minutes. Measure 5 enrollments by May 30. Does that land? Refine the objective before we move to step 2. After a rocky start, you have absolutely nailed that objective. I'm good with that. Let's move to step 2. So we've got our objective. Threats. These are the obstacles between now and 5 enrollments by May 30. Controllable ones we deal with here. Uncontrollable ones we park for step 6. What is in the way? What could stop this from happening? My lack of tech skills is in the way. Me not focusing and finishing this off is in the way. Getting enough people to know about it. Me not doing the outreach that I need to do every day to get people to join the Catalyst Academy. And also I need to be I'm not using Instagram at the moment. I really need to. I think the majority of people who are going to use this will sit on that platform. What's going to stop us? What will stop us from achieving? Tech skills. Build the ORCA in Claude tool is outside your current capability. Not for Claude it isn't. Outside my capability. Focus and finish. Start but not shipping. Distribution. Not enough people knowing the tool exists. Daily outreach. Not doing the consistent enrollment conversations for the Catalyst Academy. Instagram. Not active on the platform where the audience lives. All controlled. All honest. Good. Moving to step 3. Identity resources. What have you got available to work with? People, tools, platforms, existing audience, relationships. What in your toolkit right now? Okay, so what in similar toolkit right now? Number 1 is you, Claude. Okay, I know how to use Claude. You can do all the coding. I have the idea. I know what I want. You can do all the coding for me. The dashboard we can do with live artifacts. And if we're going to put this on GitHub, I'm assuming is a place that we'll put it so that we can share it. You can step me through that process. Also have Whisperflow that I'm using at the moment to help doing the transcription, and I have for creating the images and stuff that I need to be able for people to be able to see it. We use ChatGPT. We also have yourself as the executive assistant and all the different wingmen that I've built inside Claude. So as far as I can see, we have all the tools that we need to be able to do this. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it says about this. Should set timer on this session before we started too. How far into it? This will tell us. 9 minutes. So if we don't set a time on this, 1950, there's 20, let's keep this. We could mess around here, browse, polishing and all the rest of it. Hard stop. When we get to that, session's done. Most, yes. Resources are solid. Two things to note. GitHub isn't set up yet. It's in the Claude MD, not as set up or and when needed. This is a moment I'll step you through when we build. Architect decision needed. Live artifact dashboard can mean two things and they're very different builds. Simple, a Claude project with a custom ORCA prompt, shareable link. User needs a free Claude account, zero cost, buildable today. Full web app, hosted on GitHub pages, proper live streaming artifacts, more impressive, needs API keys set up and a small cost per run. The simple version gets you 5 people this month. The web app is the right long-term play, but it adds build time. Build the Claude project version now to hit May target. Web app becomes the next mission. What's not in the resource list yet? Instagram and outreach. These are still threats, not resources. That gets dealt with step 5 when we build the course of action. Confirm the architecture and we'll move to step 4. Okay, in the resource list for Instagram, we can add, there's an app that Aaron Soji has built, which helps you do a short video in under 10 minutes. So we're going to add that to the tech stack as well to help us out with that Instagram. Claude, GitHub, Whisperflow, ChatGPT, Aaron Soji's app. Kid's looking full. One more check before we move. Do you know? Log it properly. Let me have a look for it right now. School. We go to Gen C. Is it this one? Try and find this app. No. Megaphone AI app. Megaphone AI app. Full kit. Kit is full. Moving to step 4. Lessons learned. What have you done before that's similar to this? Building a tool, launching something, coldish audience, getting people into the Catalyst Academy. What did you learn from it? What worked? What didn't? What would you do differently this time? Before, I've gone too broad. Tried to make it do too much. Haven't been consistent enough with sharing the tool and not consistent enough with the ask, like, do you want to give this a test? Do you want to jump inside the Catalyst Academy and do this with me? Three clean lessons. Gone too broad, not consistently sharing. The go, no go. Is this the gold rats version full kit check before we commit to a course of action? Objective, clear, measurable, achievable. Yes. Threats, all managed. Yes. Resources, full kit, mostly GitHub. Setup is one outstanding piece, but that's a 1 session fix. Lessons learned, consider the convert actions. Yes. Right time to execute. You tell me. What happens if you don't execute this now? Made passes, no enrollments, the tool stays an idea. My read, go. Your call. Confirm, go. Go. Beanie, build a Claude and cool by May 5th. Set up GitHub, polish the tool, May 5th. Create the hand raiser post. Daily from May 6th. Daily May 6th. Follow up every tester with one line. Want to consider do this inside the Catalyst Academy with you. 24 hours every test. Beanie and Claude debrief progress. Are we on track for 5 enrollments? 15th of May. Is 5th of May realistic to have the tool built and GitHub live? In regards to question 1, yes it is, because this is a long weekend. So I've got the next couple of days free. Do I have the names of the first 5 people you're seeing a hand raiser to? I don't have specific names on me right now, but it will be inside construction school. Minutes left. We're still going to do our ORCA for today yet too. Good, long weekend, 3, 4, 5th. That's the build window. Warm audience first, construction school community. These people already know you, that's the right call, they're not cold. Right, no red team available right now, so I'm going to do a quick internal challenge before we lock it. The plan assumes a tool gets built and GitHub gets set up in one long weekend. That's 2 things, not 1. Tech skills is your number 1 threat. We need to start building today, not Monday. So if we snag this time to fix it, does that change anything? Nope, I intend to start building today. Contingencies, what ifs could derail between now and May 3rd? Think about the uncontrollable threats we parked earlier and anything else could trigger a change in plan. What if the tool build hits a wall and isn't ready by May 5th? What if your post gets 0 response from school community? What if testers use a tool but nobody converts to Catalyst Academy? Those are all good questions. So the contingency is we need to have a Instagram advertising budget and see what it costs to take someone from Instagram and convert them across to a Catalyst Academy member, because that's the only way that we're going to scale this thing and get to our Musogi of, which is to win the school games this year. So that's a contingency. Test the ad. If it's not working, we haven't hit by the end of the month, or if we haven't converted someone by the 3rd week of this month, then we need to have sit down, have a look at the offer, have a look at the splinter, and see why people aren't converting. Okay, so planning session is done. You're ready to start building the tool. What? Not yet. What I want you to do first is add this whole plan to a doc in Google Docs in week 17. So we've got it to reference back to. Then I'm going to do a session inside construction school where we're going to start the actual build. Let's do projects at Daily ORCA. Why are we going through this again? You should have Google Docs access. We did a workaround for this the other day. You did it like an offline version or something like that. Actually, go and have a look in the, who writes my daily LinkedIn banger post? Is that you? See what he's doing here. Yeah, oh shit, there's a Google Doc script already set up. Got it, the script is there. So to big RCU tweak folder, your drive and LinkedIn bangers are written by LinkedIn content wingman. No, they're not. Separate in the cloud. You normally do them. So let me say the plan. Creating the document first. So what he's going to do now is wrap this plan up into a doc for us. What we need to do is get to the screen, like the iPhone. As you can see, this session didn't go perfectly, but it was flawless. We achieved the mission, which is to get through the planning session and get ready. So you probably did you see that? Let's go back to previous screen so you can see this. That plan's in a Google Doc. Done. No beanie messing around, copy and pasting. No going backwards and forwards. Plan's complete. Claude has put it in there, inside Google Docs, in the folder that I want. Another scavenger hunt. Me going around looking for documents. Where did I put that? Where is it? I just put a week at a time. Working on this stuff this week. Then I'll go to reference back to it later on. What week did I do that? I did it week 17. Everything sits there. A whole lot. It's got the whole thing there. Mission objective, threats, resources, lessons learned, go, no go, courses of action, contingencies, X-gap, context. All there. Could have actually put that in Trello as well, but come up. I'm not going to do that right now. Why'd that come up? Okay. Let's go back to the screen already. Ready to run ORCA Claude. That one on my desktop, I'll run inside a program called Visual Studio Code. I don't code. I run it in there because the people that know how to use this thing well tell me that's the best way to do it. So that's why I'm doing it there. When I run Claude like we do at the moment for this, I just run it straight off my phone. It's just off the app off my phone. Same account. Have you run ORCA with your team yet? Hot dog, yes you have. Not a hot dog, no you haven't. Home. Did you do 3 practice runs of the live before going live? No, I didn't. Also, it's Saturdays. Currently 10 AM, Saturday live runs at 4 to 6. Is that right time? I'm doing the live right now. Did it early. Welcome back to another ORCA Live. Step 1, the objective. We're locking in exactly what we set out to do. The objective today was to do a planning session, flex planning session for this app that we're going to create, or this tool that we're going to create so that people can do their ORCA and then track their progress. Good objective. Run a flex playing session. Yes, it's already been done. What was the result? We have solid plan in place and we have verified full kit and we're ready to start the tool build inside school, construction school today. Is there a gap anywhere? Are we debriefing a win? I reckon, given a Saturday, and we achieved that this morning, which is more than most people get done in a week, more likely, that's a win. Flex plan session landed well because we had a little small hiccup. It wasn't perfect, but there was an execution gap. Claude couldn't read the PDF all of a sudden for some reason. So we stopped and we fixed that, put a process in place so they can always read the PDF. We had the PDF in there, the ORCA plan, the flex planning playbook, so he could go and read that, and we had a very clear picture on what we wanted to create. Good, two things made it work. Clear objective, going in, and when the PDF issue hit, you stopped and you fixed it instead of working around it. That's 2-second lean in action. What was the root cause of the PDF issue? It was something to do with he kept going on about the tool that he uses to read it with. It stopped working all of a sudden for some reason. And he didn't seem to think that he'd actually read PDFs before when he had. So I don't know, maybe there's like a Claude upgrade going on at the moment or something and there's a little bit of a gap, maybe. But it's all sorted now. Luckily a temporary tool issue on Claude's end. You caught it, you fixed it, moved on. That's the right response. One action to make sure the PDF is always accessible going forward. There's not really an action I can do, man. It's in the folder there, sitting there for Claude. I don't have any control over whether Claude can read it or not, other than the fact that if it does hit a hiccup, I'll stop and make it fix it. So I'll talk to this thing just like I'm talking to you or anything else. The standard is already set. Stop and fix it when it hits. No further action needed. What's the objective for tomorrow? The objective for tomorrow is to run either it'll be the third session at least, which will be part of our Sunday O&I. What's it called? Operations and Intelligence session. Good objective for tomorrow, run the operations and I session. And 3 practice runs of the live intro. You didn't do them today. What was the gap flagged at the start? Okay, what happened was I thought it was 10 o'clock and I thought I'd set up a live inside construction school for 10:30 and I thought this live that I'm doing right now I'd set at 12 o'clock. Somehow I missed it and pressed 10 o'clock and I noticed the button flashing up inside Ecamm Live, which meant I should have been going live. So because I'd set the live at 10 o'clock and not 12 o'clock, I had to jump straight on it. I didn't have time to do that prep time. It was just a pure accident. There's nothing to I could double check the times next time, which I thought I did, but it's just one of those things. You'd probably say that's not good enough. Yeah, put something in place and you'd be right. Understood time, error. Thought it was 12, set for 10, same root cause that's shown up before. Calendar time sync catching you off guard. No new action needed. The standard is already there. Check it, the times. This was a one-off execution error, not a systems gap. 31 days, flex session done. Dashboard build starting. PDF issue stopped and fixed in real time. That's a solid Saturday morning by anyone's measure. See you tomorrow. You most certainly will. Right. When you're ready to jump across into construction school, where our mission is to have everyone engaged every day. I will be in there live today in an hour's time to start the build of this tool. So take this, use it, made a great week. I'm just looking for a little video for the outro for you. Let's see what this is. See if this is any good. Speak soon. Ah, you just got me back. All right. What's this? No. Having some dramas here, though. I am just going to play you this again. Speak soon.
They told me you can't do that here, Beanie. It might sound good in one of your books, but this is a construction site. You can't build a learning environment here. But I didn't start with a touchy-feely feel-good program or some poster. It started with a shelf. One shelf, a few books, a marble, a cricket ball, and a football. That's how you build a learning environment. Not with noise, but with signals. Signals that say, we improve here and we think here. We actually give a about getting better together. Human beings don't just need motivation. They need a purpose, autonomy, and a shot at mastery. When you build that into your environment, your team will grow and they will improve. And what happens next is they start to own the change with you. You want to build your culture? Start with a shelf.